Affordable Arting with Miss Beach. Turn those old cards into little sketchbooks.
Hi, Miss Beach here. I'm going to show you how to make a cool book out of some stuff you probably have lying around your house. So, it's an old greeting card. Maybe you have some Christmas cards or birthday cards and you don't know what to do with them. Well, they're thick enough paper that they make great little covers for sketchbooks, which is pretty cool. And we all end up throwing them away usually, or you save them in a big pile and then you don't know what to do with it. Here's a way to give it a new life. So as an art teacher, I get a lot of weird donations. One thing I get a lot of are old Christmas cards, and we can turn them into books really simply. So first thing you're going to need is some paper. If you're at home and you're doing this, then you're going to want to use scissors and a pencil. If you are a teacher and you have a paper cutter, I would use a paper cutter. So I like to line up my corners, open your card flat, and just trace it. Always have a trusty pencil at hand. Sometimes if you're just learning how to trace, you might want a friend to hold it down for you while you trace. Now, when I trace it, I know that whenever I open a book, the pages are a little bit smaller than the actual cover. So I'm going to actually cut inside that. Now, if you're a teacher and you have a paper cutter, I highly recommend doing this on the paper cutter because you'll need to get a lot of them for your students to be able to make these. So I'll tap it, and I have a pile of about 10, and I'm going to open up my blade and slide it in, and just a little bit inside of the line I just traced, I'll cut. Ready? Okay, and then I'm going to turn it this way, and just a little inside that line, I'll cut. Yeah, so now I have some pages. Excellent. Now, if you're at home and you're a student and you're doing this, then I would probably cut each of my pages individually, because when you cut them together, they have a tendency to slide on you. And do the same thing, and trace, and trace. Okay, and you can see I have my rectangle on my square. If I try that trick with scissors, it gets a little tricky. I can try, but sometimes I'm going to do it just to show you what I mean. I'm going to cut a little on the inside of that line, just a little, and it might not bother you, so it might be okay. Sometimes this bothers me. So my bottom pages are a little bit wider than my top pages. It's not a big deal, but if that bothers you, then maybe not. Maybe you should do it differently. Then I'm just going to fold my papers. So when I fold, I do a soft taco fold. See that? Not a big sharp bend. And kind of line up my edges, push in the middle, and push out. That stops it from sliding. Oh, nice. I'm going to have a cool little book. Okay, so now the trick of how to put these together. I've got my pages all creased up. I like to give it a really good crease so they fold well. And then I've got my outside cover. Again, any card will work. Next, you need a rubber band. You want one kind of big, but not too big. I put it on my wrist first, and then I'm going to hold my pages and my card together, pinching with my thumb right in the spine of my book. Now with my other hand, I pull the rubber band around and try to get it into the middle. Sometimes I gotta wiggle it there. And that's it. That's your book binding. So simple, holds it together great. And the best part about these books is if you don't like a page, you can remove it. And if you need more pages, you can just add more and put them in. Pretty cool. So looks good, love it. Sometimes I end up with too small of a rubber band. This one might be. So you need to kind of get the right size for the right book. If you have a tiny card, this one would work. Medium card, bigger card, and they make even giant rubber bands. If you have one of those giant birthday cards, that would be an awesome book. So I'll kind of spread out my rubber bands and see what I need. This one. It's not a biggest, but almost. So this is that paper I cut on the paper cutter. I'm gonna soft taco fold it right down the middle. Then take 2 fingers and go out to the side. That gives me a pretty good fold. open up my card. Okay, get my rubber band on my wrist. Pinch here and pull over. Voila! Pretty awesome, inexpensive way to make a nice little sketchbook that you could carry with you anywhere because it's pretty small. I've also seen people flip cards inside out and then be able to cover their cover with whatever they want, especially if you have a birthday or Christmas card. These are pretty plain. These are just leaf shapes, so they work as really cool colors, and I really like them. But that's it. It's so simple, guys, and all you need are 3 things, maybe 4. Paper, old card, rubber band, scissors, or paper cutter. Pretty awesome. Oh, and a pencil so you can trace. So 5 things. All right, I hope you enjoyed this affordable arting, and I can't wait to hear about what you make. Have a great day. Bye.